Hey Virgo, this is Moonpie doing your love reading for the end of April 2020. Remember, this is fluid. These messages that arrive can happen at any time. Could go into May, but this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, so let's take a look and see what your love messages are. It's just a snapshot for the end of April. And all right, I'm going to pull from also the Romance Angels. Just take a look and see what your love message is. What's going on here? Oh, soulmate, Virgo. Yes. Well, this is your soulmate, Virgo. And healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. What else do they need to show you here? What else is your message, Virgo? Anything else? Anything else for Virgo? Oh, of course, twin flame. Okay, you've got a soulmate, twin flame, healing family issues, stuff going on. What? Okay, somebody needs to heal some stuff from the past or stuff with their parents. Okay, this is a very positive message so far. All right, so the Knight of Swords is here, falling out in the middle of the reading. Okay, this is a very aggressive energy happening here. And this will be at the heart of the reading. There's movement happening here. There's take charge attitude. There's moving forward. There's aggression that's going after something. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. So this is in the position of the challenge. So seems like whatever's happening, this is a favorable time to move forward, move on, go after something, fight, go into battle and fight for something. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is an energy of trying to get into that good position where all things will work out. Okay. And it's a real challenge because it feels to me like there's an energy of needing to have a take charge attitude and fight for this. All right, let's take a look and see what is driving this reading, the root of the reading. So the Knight of Swords can also represent air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If it's in the form of a person, it would be a younger air sign, someone who's like mid-20s to mid-30s. So for those of you. All right, let's see. Okay, wow. Judgment is here, driving the reading. So this is like a wake-up call. This is the wake-up call. Okay, somebody's having a wake-up call. This can be a card of reconciliation. This can be a Scorpio card. This is a card that represents coming out of the closet, coming out of hiding, facing the truth, having a realization. This little owl sits here. And of course, my camera doesn't like to show it, but the owl does represent wisdom. Okay, so gaining some wisdom about a situation. This could have something to do with parents. A parental relationship, or a relationship like two parents and their relationship, or a relationship. I swear that looks like Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, doesn't it? Who's all trying to hook up with Johnny Depp? So parental relationship, your parents, their parents' relationship, whomever it could be. Remember, the energies could be reversed, or somebody here, their relationship with a mother or father. Okay, so there's an energy of like taking a look at that and really being aggressive about that, because there's an energy. I just kind of feel like somebody here is there's a reason for a take charge attitude. There's a reason that somebody needs to take charge of something, and usually it's because things aren't working out and change needs to happen. And the Wheel of Fortune represents, the wheel turning and change, right? So we don't get angry or aggressive or go after things unless we don't like the way things are currently are, right? So, okay. So the Star is here crowning. Oh boy. the Star and Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. All of this energy is here. And the way to have all of this, to break free, to start a new cycle, to have a new beginning, and with the Star is the faith and the hope, is to have that take charge attitude. So these energies feel more surreal than very mundane type of things going on. But I want to clarify judgments, because this could be your person. You could be dealing with someone with the Star. You could be dealing with someone who sits in a position of celebrity and up in their ego, because the Star sits up in the crowning in the head. So they could have an ego, but Judgment kind of brings them back down to ground, terra firma, and makes them take a look at themselves, or have to face God or things like that, right? So let's take a look at Judgment. For others, it's just someone who's just got like an ego thing going on, right? As well. Okay. It could be you, or it could be them. It really just depends. But somebody's trying to go after and have some type of change in their life. Let's say Queen of Swords. Okay. Well, the Queen of Swords, she's usually got that cold as ice kind of thing going on. She's very truthful, but her humility levels are not really, they're not like the Queen of Cups, that kind of energy. But also this can be the Virgo card. Some of you might be telling some truths, or giving some truths in some way to someone, or showing some truth to someone. Okay, or you could have been dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who needed to come out of the closet, or needed to get truthful or be real with themselves. You could be forcing this on them. Interesting. The King of Swords sitting up here, and the Star represents Aquarius energy as well. I think that you and somebody else are going through some major shifts that are happening here at the end of the month. Yep, that's really how I feel. So the kind of different little bit of scenario here, I feel like you and your person definitely are made for each other. Okay, soulmate, twin flame energy. You're both very similar. There's so many similarities. You act, you believe, you think, a lot of similarities. One person is very much up in their ego, and the other one is very humbled and very, doesn't hide things with Judgment. Bringing those two different opposing energies together is a challenge. It's a real challenge. And that's the purpose of the Knight of Swords here, to bring this connection back into alignment, to have it move forward, and to be a favorable connection. But I want to take a look at, because I think that you and another person are definitely going through some massive shifts, or there's some shifts that are starting at the end of the month. The past energy here. Okay, Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, may have played a role in the past, okay, in a connection. This could have been like I said, a mother, a father, an ex. Let's take a look and see what this Queen of Wands energy is. Okay, this person was just really all about making money and working, and no affection, no emotion, putting a lot of effort into herself or himself all the time. It was always about what the Queen of Wands wants, what the Queen of Wands needs, right? Making money. So a little bit of an ego surrounding that. And it's not like nasty. She wasn't really nasty. It was just, it seemed like the energy of the past person. I don't feel that's you. I don't. And for some of you, it could have been, if you're like on the cusp of a Leo Virgo, it could have just been your natural way that you're just always focused on your business and money and things like that. But things are changing. So if that's you, your energy, you're just becoming more humble, and you're opening yourself up and telling yourself truths. You're not lying to yourself anymore. And this other person that you're connecting with is really getting a smack in the face for a bit of an ego problem. Okay. So but if this wasn't you, I just feel like this Queen of Wands definitely, yeah, she was always trying to, I just feel like she was very much about herself, right? And how to make things work and just very focused on material things. That was really her thing. Her thing. And the thing is, whether it was you or that person, somebody else or your person, that there's a lack of emotion here. There's a lack of, the Queen of Wands is usually very passionate, but with these three pentacles clarifying her energy, it was always very much tangible, factual things. That's all that matters to me. Okay, lack of emotion. So I don't know if that has something to do with somebody's parent or an ex, or it was you. Okay, so let's move forward and just see. I knew it. I knew it. And I said to myself, right when I was shuffling, we already have two queens. Now we have a third queen. You might have been dealing with someone as well who's just dealing with a lot of different females. Okay. Very much dealing with a lot of different females. This Queen of Cups is coming forward. And this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, she's in and she's out. So if you're female listening, you were dealing with someone who's very high energy or very high ego type of stuff going on, and you were real grounded because you sit in this position of groundedness. Okay. Humility, grounded, honest. You take a look at things, you're good. This person, this female, I feel like this Queen of Cups, she's going to come forward, going forward. It's two messages. She's going to come in and then be gone again. Okay. Whether you are dealing with a water sign or not, this person, but this person's going to come in and then come out. They're going to come back and then they're going to walk out again. But I also feel for others, and you can use both these messages if you like, this is also going to be your energy where you are finally like walking away from your emotions for this person for good. Okay. Because I feel like the way they've just with this ego thing, standing in the way, pride, this soulmate relationship. I feel, because I'm not like a big proponent of the twin flame thing, but I do feel like there's a huge chance for you guys to come into alignment with that twin flame energy because you're both so similar. The problem, what stands in the way of this connection is their ego and their issues with their parents, their family, the way they grew up. And I feel like you are actually taking a look at that kind of energy within your own self. And this person is beginning to take a look at this. Okay. They also might try to come back into your life because you walked away as well. Or you're walking away, or you're just no more leaving yourself emotionally connected. No, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, look at you. You've got the Four of Swords. So you're out. You're done. That's what that energy is. Withdrawn. You're withdrawing. And that's your advice as well. Just to stay gone. That's what it feels like. Let's take a look at them. Oh, gosh. Well, they're going to be wondering where you're at. Especially if you stay gone. They have the Page of Swords. Spying. Well, not so much spying, but so in the reverse, it's stalking. Seriously, stalking. I don't really feel like stalking, but I do feel there is like they could be talking to other people, or they could be trying to communicate with you, and but not very nice. But they have this sword up, so I kind of feel like they're going to try to use the sword to add to your Four of Swords. So that would be the Five of Swords, which would give you that unmanageable, harsh energy. Okay. Which for some of you, I know you're like, well, I don't think my person's harsh, but they could be talking to other people. They could be gossiping, trying to get information, investigating, trying to figure out, what you're doing or where you are. or where if you decide to walk away from this person, they might actually try to communicate with you at the end of the month. Let's take a look and see what else is going on. Yeah, see, you just kind of feel like you've been left out in the cold, really. Oh, I feel like that's like you're hoping that that will change and they'll come to their senses, I feel, get off their high horse in some way. But I also feel like the purpose for you going after what you want and your what's favorable to you in your life right now is because you fear that you're just going to forever be left out in the cold by this person because you guys are on different levels, you know? Pride goeth before a fall, and this person is very much up in their pride, or you view them that way, that they have this ego thing happening. Let's take a look at your outcome. Oh, so you have the Knight of Cups. Of course you do. And the Page of Pentacles. So this person is gonna, I feel, they're gonna come down off their thing because with that King of Swords energy, that's like truth. That's our truth, one of our truth cards. I feel like this person is going to come down off this high horse that they're on and actually make an offer to you going forward. They may be taking a look at healing their issue. You might have had conversations with them, or you might have conversation with them about, they need to like fix your thing is like, I didn't do this to you. I didn't make you this way. This comes from way, way back before. Like you were on some kind of thing and you still haven't gotten off that thing. And that has nothing to do with me. And you need to like reassess your relationship with your dad, your relationship with your mother, and stop repeating and, making me pay for the things that you did or that you went through or that somebody else put you through or another relationship. Right. And I think that conversation, because the Queen and the King of Swords, they communicate. So there might be some type of communication that happens here. And with you having this Knight of Swords energy, so it's the energy is fierce. There's swords, swords, swords. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Right? You communicating about you're in this humble place, them communicating with you that they've been all up in their head and just thinking that they're like, a superstar kind of attitude and really not staying in a place of faith and hope and, humility. Right? So what's your message here? Right? You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose in the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And that's what I feel like is going on here. This person, they're probably going to reach out to you and make some kind of committed offer to you. And also with the Page of Pentacles, that's my pedestal card. This person truly does admire you. And I think it might have something to do with you getting into this Four of Swords energy. This is a card that speaks about like taking your break, taking your rest, staying away, not answering your phone, not answering messages, not communicating with anyone, and just going into a place of peace and mental rest. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Well, I have to say one thing. If you feel, don't do what feels right. Don't do what you want. Because I know some of you want to stay involved with people because you care and you love them, but they may not be good for you. That's what your heart wants. But you have to do what's right. And what's right is what feels right to you, right? Even though you want to be in touch with this person, if some of you need to let something go, that's because that's what your heart needs, not what your heart wants. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So, Virgo, that was your message. Interesting. I don't know if that will resonate for everyone, but it is what it is. And I will be back very soon. May is coming up. So I hope everybody's well and taking care of yourselves. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.